Many doctors would agree. How much coffee is okay for kids? And the answer is none for majority of doctors. And I agree as well. Does your child enjoy a morning cup of coffee, just like you do? Or drink caffeinated drinks, a lot of those like sodas, teas, and energy drinks? Well, in this video, we will talk about if coffee or caffeine is safe for kids. We will also talk about the effects of caffeine in your child, symptoms of caffeine overdose, and how about energy drinks and kids? Hey, I'm Dr. Kristine Alba Kiat. I'm a board certified pediatrician, and my mission is to give you the confidence to raise happy and healthy kids. Coffee. So, can kids drink coffee? Much can depend on the individual child, but the younger the child, the bigger is the downside. The concern with kids drinking coffee is the caffeine content, and the American Academy of Pediatrics discourages caffeine consumption in kids. Most children and adults drink and eat some form of caffeine. It can be found in plant-based food products and drinks, and also added to manufactured products as well. It is best that you're aware of how much caffeine common drinks and food have, like coffee, a cup of coffee, tea, soda, hot choco, and chocolate. More importantly, how does caffeine affect kids? Take note, there are a lot of potential health problems from having caffeine. Caffeine has a dose-response effect, so kids having a smaller body size compared to adults would take less amount of caffeine to create an impact. And the kids and teens are still developing, so the impact on their nervous system and cardiovascular system is not fully known. Too much caffeine on kids can lead to anxiety, increased heart rate, increased blood pressure, acid reflux, sleep problems, and a host of other problems as well. And too much caffeine can be toxic to kids. An effect of caffeine in kids is sleep disruption. Sleep disruption is associated with a lot of health issues in kids and teens and even adults. And the particular risk for kids and teens is because their bodies are still growing and developing. Symptoms of sleep disruption include trouble falling asleep, frequent wakes up at night, and shorter duration in sleep. Impaired sleep is recognized as a source of a lot of problems for children, like low attention span and low alertness in school. Headaches is a potential problem as well. And other problems can also include teen car accidents and having trouble in school. A potential effect of caffeine in kids is that it is addictive. Caffeine is a stimulant. Adults know this. It is not easy to quit the caffeine habit. The bottom line is caffeine is a drug, and quitting caffeine can lead to shakiness, irritability, and headaches. The addictive nature of caffeine is not a good thing to see occurring in kids. Caffeine affects kids, and another potential problem is that caffeine is always mostly paired with sugar. Caffeinated products which are manufactured and advertised for kids like sodas, energy drinks, and coffee drinks are laden with sugar and taste more like milkshakes. As we know, sugar can lead to a lot of potential health problems and is tied with increased body weight and obesity. Sugar is also associated with insulin resistance, prediabetes, and type 2 diabetes. Do you want to know more about the effects of coffee in your child? How about energy drinks? And is there such a thing as caffeine overdose? Well, before we go to that, are you expecting a baby? How much better life can be when things are under your control upon baby's arrival, where you immediately feel confident about breastfeeding your baby, when you know when to worry and call the doctor, where you can better understand your baby's sleep schedule and have better sleep as well, and better take care of yourself, when you can understand about postpartum depression. How much better life can be when you can get the training in the comfort of your own home. Well, I've developed an online training video series known as the 5 Newborn Care Strategies. Do check that out in the description section. Another effect of caffeine and a potential problem is the associated mental health concern. Coffee is a stimulant, and it stimulates the central nervous system to be more attentive and perked up. But too much caffeine, especially in kids who are more sensitive to its effect, can lead to anxiety. Studies have shown that consuming increased amounts of caffeine is associated with increased stress levels and anxiety. Caffeine overdose can also happen to kids. Each year, people get treated for caffeine overdose, and some of these are kids. Symptoms of caffeine overdose include increased blood pressure, increased heart rate or a racing heart, vomiting, and problems with the heart rhythm. In kids who have heart problems, migraines, or seizures, they may be more at risk for symptoms of caffeine overdose. And not only that, there are also long-term problems with caffeine. And as was mentioned, these can include sleep disturbance, irritability, mood problems, increased stress levels, cravings, increased anger, increased panic, and increased sugar intake. Energy drinks. The American Academy of Pediatrics stresses that there is no place for energy drinks in the diets of kids. 0 to 17-year-old kid should not drink or take any energy drink. More recently, there has been a trend in teens that has shifted from taking caffeinated sodas to coffee and energy drinks. But energy drinks are more risky for kids. A standard energy drink has double the caffeine content per serving, increasing the adverse effects, and increased sugar levels as well, therefore increasing the risk for obesity. Now, are you thinking of ways on how to cut back on your child's caffeine intake? Well, the best way is to eliminate soda, iced tea, energy drink, and coffee drinks, but instead give water, milk, or flavored water. You may allow an occasional soda or tea, just make sure that it is decaf. Now, if your child consumes a lot of caffeine, just cut back on it slowly. And if you are concerned about your child's caffeine intake, well, it is best that you talk to your pediatrician about it. Hey, if you like this video, watch my next video where I teach you about other child health problems.